everyone, welcome back to another video. Should you buy, hold, or sell your Shiba Inu? Will your Shiba Inu coins get wrecked? Be sure to smash that like button. What are whales doing with their Shiba Inu tokens? Are they selling everything? What's going on with the market? When is it going to recover? When is it going to go shoot to 100K? I do have some bad news and I do have some good news. The good news is I am here. The bad news is a lot of analysts are actually saying that Shiba Inu is not going to explode until 2024. Now, are they correct? Maybe, maybe not. The meme token market, alongside most other subsets of the broader market, have not been able to thrive of late. You know, it's not only crypto markets, it's every market overall, actually. And deciphering whale actions, what they're doing is, I'm guessing they're basically buying at a very cheap price. Peeking into whale actions during such irresolute times usually gives a fair hint as to what to expect forward. In the past 24 hours, SHIB couldn't make a top 10 purchased in this list by Ethereum whales. And I think it's because, you know, Shiba Inu doesn't have any updates right now. It doesn't have any hype. It managed to steal a spot on a parallel top token sold list. As per data from whale stats, over 230 million Shiba Inu tokens worth 5,400 have been abandoned by the rich list over the past day. So it does seem like a lot of whales did sell. Top 10 sold tokens is right now over the past average sold. You know, average means that SHIB whales, each SHIB whale out of the 1,000 sold $5,000 for 100. And it does seem like, in fact, Ethereum whales are selling their Shiba Inu tokens have been accompanied by broader trend of withering interest. There's not much interest for Shiba Inu. That's why they are not doing anything right now. What about a 105 million purchase? What was that for? We're not sure, but this is what boosted the market. The large transaction data into the block bought to lie to the same. Both the number and volume transaction in 100K have been revolving around their lows. The former, for instance, peaked at 781 on 7 February, the day when Shiba Inu's price noted a double-digit growth, and that's when all hype was. There's not a lot of large transactions. And it has been currently revolving in the 100 to 120 bracket as of late. And if you check over here, as long more weight is not adding on a buying side, Shiba Inu's price would likely remain inert and revolve around its current range. It will not go down. If the current sell trends gain steam, then the market might witness a dip in the token's price. But if momentum managed to find its way back, then the SHIB price could pose a sustainable recovery. So it all matters what the big market does, where Bitcoin goes from now. It's going to hugely revolve what happens to Shiba Inu. The current numbers on their part were around 5 times when compared to February 7th peak. So this is really, really bad because it's only 20% of transactions we got on February 7th. Again, February 7th happened 3 weeks ago, so anything could happen at this point. But if we look at these markets, 75% of investors in emerging markets want more crypto. The survey found that major investors in APAC and laid-up emerging markets are eager to get more crypto because they believe in long-term growth trajectory. So it could be that they could be buying Shiba Inu. A recent survey has revealed a whopping 75% of investors in Asia Pacific and Latin America emerging markets are looking to increase their exposure to cryptocurrency investments. Research from consumer sentiments firm Toluna surveyed 9,000 people from 17 different countries. Developed markets, emerging markets appear to be mostly lucrative for growth in the cryptocurrency industry, as 32% of consumers surveyed have trust in cryptocurrency compared to just 14% in developed markets such as US and EU. So it does seem like people are going to be buying more SHIB. Despite 61% of respondents reported they're aware of crypto, only 23% said they're familiar with the asset class. Toluna proposes this maybe because it's complex that is not easily understood. So, you know, you don't just buy a stock. Buying crypto and how it works is actually really hard. These days, crypto non-fungible NFTs advertising can be found in many places, including professional sports arenas around the world. And you can see when they're in professional sports arenas around the world, this definitely tells you like football clubs are wearing, you know, the Crypto.com arena. Like that's a big, big brand. Overall, risk perceived in crypto remains high, as the report states. 45% of consumers agree that their cryptocurrencies are not guaranteed to succeed. Whereas 61% of consumers trust fixed traditional deposits, just 23% of the cryptocurrency deposit on today's market. The survey concluded the generation was high proportion of crypto investors were millennials. Toluna found that the average of 40% surveyed aged 25 and 34 in emerging and developing in markets invest in crypto. So Gen Z investors aged 18 to 24 reported a rate of investment just below at 40% between both markets. And baby boomers aged 57 to 64 have the lowest rate of investment, with just 21% reporting to invest in crypto. So, the younger generation is coming in, but Shiba Inu is not getting as much hype, and that's why the whales are actually selling. That's why we're getting a huge crash. But over a long term, I'm not really concerned about this. I think this is pretty normal. But again, if you check the transactions over here, I don't think this article is correct. As per data from Whale Stats, over 230 million Shiba Inu tokens worth have been abandoned by the rich list over a past day. This could be it, but I think a lot more Shiba Inu actually gets sold. I think this is the average purchase or sold amount. And 230 million is what each whale sold. So maybe someone sold 1 billion and then one whale sold only 20 million. And it really, kind of sees the average through some analytics. And that being said, what's going to happen next to Shiba Inu is going to be pretty shocking, especially when the updates arrive. Obviously Shiba Inu needs lots and lots of time to recover, to grow, to reach a new added size. But this is what's happening with Shiba Inu news, and I'll keep you updated as always, with really important things. That being said, 45% of consumers agree that cryptocurrencies are not guaranteed to succeed. 61% of consumers trust fixed interest, traditional deposits. Just 23% say the cryptocurrency deposits in today's market. So a lot of people are saying, like, 25% of investors believe crypto is too risky to dabble it, where 42% in developed markets feel that way. So people are saying crypto is too risky. I'm not going to put that, especially with what's happening in the real world out there. People are just saving. People are just doing their own thing. Whales are doing their own thing. Of course, whales are selling because they're not sure what's going to happen tomorrow, if they can eat, if they can buy a yacht tomorrow, or if they can buy a real estate. But that being said, I'll keep you updated with all the news, and be sure to smash that like button. Peace, everyone.